All right. What's going on, people of this class that we're taking at the same time? All right, so we reviewed this thing, MakeBeliefs Comics, and this website's pretty sweet. So it allows you to make comics, and then either save them, print them, or email them. So I made a little comic here myself. First slide says, "I wonder if this website is COPA compliant." It's a policeman pointing to a computer. And then the line says, "Even if I said it was, I might be lying. LOL, because I'm a lion." And then it gets rainy the next day. And then in the last one, he's a little bit frustrated. He says, "My hilarious joke scared all of my friends away." All right. So how does this website work? So pretty much you just get to add in a bunch of slides. Your max is 18. To add slides in, you press the plus button, and to navigate between slides, you click, hey, I want to go to the fourth slide, I want to go to the third slide, I want to go to the second slide, so on and so forth. So what's kind of cool is I'll go to a blank slide here that I just created, and I'll do a little scroll down action. And at the bottom here is where we enter all of our stuff. So if we want to look for characters, there's all these pre-made characters, so there's a lot to choose from. And what's cool is if you choose a character, let's go with old Abe Lincoln, there's usually a couple different Abe Lincolns that you can enter in. So we can enter in that Abe Lincoln, however we want Abe Lincoln to look. I think that's Abe Lincoln. Then we can go back, and we can enter in different voice bubble, action, thought bubbles. We can enter those directly in. And if we go back, we can enter different backgrounds. We can enter different objects. I think these objects don't have categories, so you just get to scroll all over here. And there really is, I was kind of playing around with it, there really is enough. There's enough to make what you have to make. So that's cool. And then within this slide here, let me move me. We can flip some objects. We can bring them to the front, send them to the back, so you can kind of layer some things. So you can just kind of do some manipulations to kind of increase this, to increase the look of your slide. So basically, I do feel like it's complicated enough, or it's complex enough, where you can create some interesting slides and be creative, but also it's also simple enough for pretty much anybody to use. So how could this be used as a formative assessment tool? I can think of a lot of ways. So for ELA class, hey, you read the story, go make a comic out of it, and then you're going to email your comic to me. For math, I could do something similar, write a word problem, but actually have your word problem be a comic, and then show me how you would solve this word problem. So there's definitely, since this is a creation tool, anything that the students create, you can be assessing formatively and saying, really gives you a good snapshot if they understand the concept or don't understand the concept, because it's something that they have to create. As far as a cost structure, I don't think there's a cost structure. I mean, it's never told me I've had to pay for things. I think it's all just free. Now for its COPA compliance, for Copacabana, I feel like that's what it sounds like. What am I talking about here? I went to the privacy policy, and in this privacy policy, it tells us that obviously if you want to email this to a teacher, you have to create a username and a password, and it does not collect any other information. You can, if you sign up with an email address, you're able to go in and remove that email address at any time. It does say that they don't use that information, and the only information would be email address or a username. They don't sell that information to anyone, or so their privacy policy says. So I guess as long as their privacy policy is not lying, this is pretty well compliant. And let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, so like I said, if you want to save it, you can create an actual login, but you don't really need to do that. Yeah, I mean, that was the main thing. This opt-out here is what I was talking about before. You email them and you say, hey, listen, we don't want to be part of this anymore, and all your information is deleted. So this seems pretty COPA compliant. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but they're really not collecting much information at all. And what they do collect, they are saying that they're not using it. And then they also say that the parent can go in or teacher can go in and remove all that information. So overall, pretty nifty website, pretty easy to use, and doesn't seem like too many worries over privacy. So I give this one 2 thumbs up.